Well, hey, creators, thanks for stopping back by and sharing some time with me today. This is Joy. So, welcome back to the Joy Art Club, or if you've never been here, thanks for coming to the Joy Art Club. So, I've gotten a lot of comments, and thank you guys so much for your support. Just started this channel, and I am just having a ball because I am very creative, and I've always wanted to kind of teach classes on the things that I love, and making designs and things on Canva is something that I love. I mean, I've done designs on PowerPoint. You can do designs really on any type of creative software, but I just find that Canva is the easiest one. But one of the most common questions that I get all the time is, where do you get your images from? So usually I go to Creative Fabrica, and we're going to get into that. But let me just click over to Creative Fabrica, and you can see some of these beautiful images that they have. Like, these are probably AI images, definitely those. Anyway, this is typically where I have gotten or continue to get some of my images from. Now, Creative Fabrica is not free, it does cost, but your girl has got you covered, because all of the images that I have already purchased from Creative Fabrica, I'm going to share them with you. However, because I cannot legally share the images as they are, the images that I share with you will have a little design to it, some elements added, because I can't share the designs just as they are. But they will be images where you can add on to them. You can add text, you can add other elements. So I have a website as well. And let me pop over to that. And it is called joyartclub.online. joyartclub.online. And so, as you can see, I have a lot of free images. I actually just started this website the other day, so I am actually just now loading a lot of the images. But as you can see, for instance, let's click on here. This was an image that I got from Creative Fabrica. You see this beautiful sister in her pink coat, but I bought the image alone. But in order to give it to you, I had to change the background a little bit, to add some elements on there, because I cannot give away another creator's design for free. So if you are okay with that, you'll have lots of images. Right now, I probably have about, I don't know, 30 different images or so on here. And you're free to go to the site. I will link the site in the description, and you can check out some of the things that I've loaded. But don't worry, I will have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of images on here for free for you to use. They are free for you right now, so just go on and download. So all you would have to do is click on the download button, and you will have your image for free. So if we go back to shop, I also have, you can click on the tabs or the different menus. I also have backgrounds and papers that I have created. So all of these images I have ultimately created because I had to change them. I could not give them to you as they exist initially, right? So like this one, which I love, it's a fall color. I had to add some elements to this in order to give it to you for free. And this one here, this is one of my absolute favorite, so these are great for if you're making ebook covers or anything like that. You can add text and images and things to your ebook covers, and I think you will love it. So let's get started. Okay, so I am jumping back over to Canva, and we're going to create a design as we normally do. So let's start with create a design. And I like to make my own size, custom size. So I'm going to make this as inches. I'm going to make the width 16 and the height is going to be 20. And if you've been here before, you know that I do this because on most third-party sites like Printful and Printify, most of the t-shirt designs are size 16 by 20 inches. So, you basically kind of want to start with that. So let's start with the 16 by 20 inch size, and let's go to uploads. And we're actually going to upload from my website. I uploaded some images already from the website, so I'm going to just um, upload them into Canva. So this is one that is on my website. So if I click on it, it's going to just pop over to Canva. If I go back to my website, if you click on shop and then we click on free women, plain images, you'll see that this is this lovely curvy sister in blue and gold. So we're going to use this image for our design. So we're going to put her to the end of the page. And the designs that I have made and are on my website are already created so that they are transparent background. And you can test that by clicking on, let's move the image out of the way, click on the canvas itself, choose the background color wheel, and let's just choose any color. And if you see, as you move the image around, it is transparent. So you know that the image is transparent background. It's a PNG. So I am going to just press delete, and it is going to remove that blue background image. So we're going to put this kind of almost to the bottom of the page. And I have taken the liberty of just kind of adding, like I was telling you before, I had to add elements in order to give you these designs. But I've done this also because it saves you a lot of time. If you want to use this design, it saves you a lot of time because you don't have to go and searching for elements, in Canva or Creative Fabrica or wherever you may choose to go. You don't have to do that because the design is already made for you. So here's our design. And now all we have to do is add text. So let's just click on a default text box, and that is found over here. And if I'm going too fast, I apologize. So for anybody that's new, all of the things that are available in Canva are over to the left. So you'll see a menu. And if you scroll down, you'll see all of the different menu options that are available in Canva. So one of them is the text box. So when you click on text, all of the different text styles will come up. So let me now change this. The text is in black. We're going to change this because it's too dark for this particular design. And I'm going to move this or make it smaller. And you do this by just grabbing the edge of either side and making it larger or smaller. So let me move this over here, make it smaller. And you see the text is in the middle. And I'm not sure, but I think with Canva, the text default is to be aligned in the center. And you see this tab here. This is the alignment tab. So it's in the center. So let's change this to say something sassy. I don't know. What can we think of? I am sassy, classy, and sometimes, so we're gonna have to make this a little bigger. I'm going to duplicate this text because the word that I'm going to put here, I want to use it in a different font. And the way that you duplicate, if I click on the initial text box and then I click this plus sign, it shows you that it will duplicate that image. And it has done so right down here. So I'm going to say sometimes a bit Now let's just put smart assy. Is that how you spell smart assy? I don't know. I think so. But anyway, we're going to do that. I'm going to click back on this text box. I want to put at the end sometimes a bit. And here's smart assy. And I'm just moving this down a little bit. And you'll notice right now I'm just working with the font because I'm going to change the font style probably, because with Canva, the default font is Canva Sans, and it's cool, but this is not what I want for this particular design. So let me move this down a little bit, move this down a little bit. Now I'm going to, as I have this particular box right here highlighted, I am going to change the font. In Canva, whenever you click on any item, it gives you a menu which shows you what things can be changed with that particular item. So let me click back on the text. It is showing you that you can change the font, and this is right here. So I'm going to click on this, and the different font styles will appear over here. Now, I should let you know, I do have a Canva Pro account. So all of the font styles that are available in Canva, free and pro, are available to me. If you have a free version, the text or the fonts that have a crown next to them, they are not available to you. And I think even including the uploaded fonts. Now, these are fonts that I've uploaded myself and I have gotten from Creative Fabrica or Fabrica. I'm not sure how you say it. And it used to be that when you uploaded your fonts or uploaded fonts, it didn't have a crown. You could still, choose them to use, but it's showing that it's a crown now, and I used to not see that. So I think it might be that you have to have a pro version in order to use the uploaded font option as well. So I'm going to choose this, and one of my favorite fonts is the boho regular. So I'm going to choose that, and you see it changed the font style. Now, the font style for me is still, it's too dark, right? So I can do a couple of things. I can click on effects and I can outline this, and it's got, the default is gray, but I don't want it to be gray. I want it to be silver. So I am going to change this. I'm sorry, I don't want it to be silver or gray. I want it to be gold. So I'm going to change this to a gold color. I like this. It's a little more demure. Okay. Now, when you choose an outline, you can make the outline either thick or you can also make it thin. So I'm going to make this thick like this. And I just, for some reason, I like this design right now. So let's make this thick. And I'm going to show you a cute little trick. Do you ever, okay, you see the back of here? If you want the back of this filled in because it's not, what I do sometimes, so check this out. On the Canvas workspace, if you type S or R, it's R, you get a rectangle, right? So the rectangle came up as gray. I don't want it to be gray. I want it to be the same color as this gold here. So when I click on it, you see the color comes up here. So now I've got choices. I can change this color. So I want it the same color that I have my outline in. So I'm going to move this box over here. I'm going to make it a little bigger and a little wider. And sometimes instead of a box, if it doesn't fit, you might want to do a circle. So that might work just as well. So if you, again, just click anywhere on the canvas and you click, you type a C, a circle comes up. Okay. So let me change this color to the color of our font. I think the circle will work better only because our font is kind of curvy. So let's make this a little larger. I'm going to get rid of this one. And I'm going to duplicate this. And while I have these two circles here, I'm going to click on position and I'm going to put it to the back. Oh, no, shouldn't have done to the back. Let me take that back. So I'm going to undo. See this button here? This undoes is that a word? This will undo the last operation. So I'm going to click on position again and I'm going to click backward. Okay, now you see it didn't seem to move it backward. It actually did. It moved it backward from this other circle, but I want it to be behind the text. So since I can't quite find where the text is and the boxes, I'm going to click on layers. And when you click on layers, it shows you where everything is. So now I can actually just take this text and move it up, drag it up. So you just drag it up and down. And now the text is above these circles. See? Okay, so what I want to do though, I kind of want to make these circles look like they're the shape of the text. So what I'm going to do again, and here's the thing, guys, when you are doing design and really good design, it takes time and you really have to take your time. So right now I am going to move this above the text so I can see it. Okay. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to take this one. I'm also going to move this one above the text and I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm trying to make these small enough so that they fit behind the text and not too much on the page because we just want to kind of fill in the background a little bit. So I'm going to duplicate this. And now I am going to move all of these behind the text and we're going to see how that works out. Looks like it worked out pretty good. Now, let me move this over. We're going to move this circle over. We're going to move that circle over. And this circle, we're going to move that over a little bit. Okay, so you get what I'm talking about? Okay, so now that we've done this part up here, let's do the part in the back. So let's move the text out of the way. We're going to choose the 3 items. And the way that you can choose duplicate items at one time, you want to hold the shift key. So you click on one item, hold the shift key, and click on the other item. Right now, it's in my way, so it's not letting me, the text is in my way, so it's not letting me grab it. Here we go. But I got to move this over a little bit. So now I got this one, and this one, and we're going to group that. I'll put this text back over here and see if it's still working. Yep, looks good. So now, guys, we are going to, we want to duplicate these. Unfortunately, in order to duplicate, let's see, it doesn't allow, yeah, let's see, can I duplicate from here? Does it allow you to duplicate? Yes. Now, if you go back over to the Layers tab and you see the 3 dots right here on that particular item, because I've grouped them now. Remember, they were separate. Now it's a group. So if I click on the 3 dots here, you can choose duplicate. Now, I wonder if I click on the 3 dots here, yeah, same thing. We can duplicate again. So now we're going to put this down a little bit because we want it to be under here. But now you see how the text is not all in front. So again, we go back over to our Layers tab. This one needs to be behind the text like the other. So now we're going to move it over. Looking good. Now, the only thing we need to do is put a little gold circle behind the word bit. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to ungroup this for a moment. I'm going to click off the page. I'm going to click on one item. I'm going to duplicate that one. I'm going to put this down to where I think the word bit would be. But I want you to notice something. I don't want the full circle to show. I want it to blend in. So I'm going to kind of push this up a little bit, right? I think that might work. I think that will work right there. So now we are going to click on any of these items and we're going to click on position. We click on position so that this tab opens up so we can see the layers. So here's that one circle, and now we're going to move that behind the text as well. And now we have it all behind the text. But I think I want to move this up just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Now, here's another thing. I want to make these lines a little closer together. So I'm going to click on this arrow here. This is the spacing. And this allows you to either bring your letters closer together or the lines closer together or further apart, whatever you choose. But I want them to be a little closer together. And when I do that, I can move this box up just a little bit. Okay. I think we have exactly what I was looking for. Now I'm going to move this image out of the way, but not off the page. Don't move it off the page. If you move it off the page, it's going to disappear. What I'm going to do, I am going to press down my left mouse button and I am going to highlight all of these items, not this image box though. I just want these. And I'm going to group all of those. I want to group those so that they are behind me. I'm sorry. I want to group those so that they are grouped together so that I can put it wherever I want on the image. Okay, I think that's cute. What do you guys think? Yeah, I like that. Okay. You can make it a little smaller if you want. Okay, now we still have our word smart assy. So I don't know if that's how you spell smart assy, but I guess so. Okay, now we're going to change this font. So let's click on this one, choose the font. I don't want it to be the same. I want something different now. I like that. And I'm going to outline this one as well. And I'm going to change the color of the outline to that gold. There we go. Now, another thing you can do, if you want more elements added in, you can do that. So click on elements and type in, let's see, a gold heart, gold glitter heart. So much you can do. I mean, it's amazing. So let's click on see all and let's see if we can find something that's free. Looks like most of these are pro, but let's just choose this one. So if you wanted to put a little heart up there, you could do that. Whatever you want to do, you could do it. Okay. So there we are. This is a design for you. So you've made your first design. So if you wanted to make a book cover, whatever you wanted to make, you could do that. If you wanted to add a pop of some other color, let's say you didn't want this and you wanted a pink glitter heart, you could do that. You can put that wherever you want, whatever you want. The great thing about creativity is that it's your mind and what you want to say or do, whatever you want to do. But I think this would be beautiful on a t-shirt. And let me show you how it will look on a t-shirt. So let me add a page here. First of all, I'm going to go back up to this page, page 1, and we are going to download this image as a PNG file by clicking on share, download, PNG. We want the background to be transparent and we only want to download page 1. Okay, so it's showing you that it's downloading. I'm going to upload that image. I'm going to go to my upload tab. I'm going to click on uploads, and you can't see my downloads, but I am clicking on my download folder and I am uploading that file. And you can see it just uploaded over here. So now I'm going to go down here and I am going to find an image of a woman who, let me see, I know I have some here. I think it's in folders. I got these, I think, off of Creative Fabrica too. I'm going to have these for you too, guys. So don't worry about that because I've actually made some of these images. And so I can actually share these for free. So let's see how this looks on both a black t-shirt and a white t-shirt. So let's choose this lady here. And let's make it a little larger. Okay, and then while we're in this folder, let's find a sister with a black t-shirt on. Let's see, where's a good one? Okay, here's one like this. And we're gonna make this a little larger too, so you can see the full, larger version of the design. See it up close. Okay, great. So now what you wanna do is make this a little bit bigger. Now what you want to do, go back to your upload folder, go back to uploads, and this one right here that you just uploaded, we're going to put it onto her. So click on the page that you want the design to appear on. So I'm on page 2. So if I click this design, it automatically pops over to here. So now you can see how this would look on a t-shirt. I think that is gorgeous. And now her shoulders look a little, like she's standing kind of turned a little bit with her shoulders. So I'm going to kind of turn this just slightly so it kind of matches her shoulders. And I'm going to make it a little smaller so that that gold does not go beyond the t-shirt. I think that looks really good. So now I'm going to actually right click on this design. I'm going to say copy. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to say paste. By the way, I am on a PC, so I'm not sure if it's the same on a Mac. Okay, she looks like she's standing straight forward. So this gives you an idea of what it would look on how it would look on a black t-shirt, right? I think that looks great. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. You now know where you can find images like I use. But like I said, if you don't want to pay for Creative Fabrica, why should all of us pay? I've already paid. So a lot of the images I'm going to have available for you. But like I said, they will have some type of edit to them with some type of background. Some of them won't be that much background, but I have to change it a little bit in order to be able to give it to you. So, hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you all. Talk soon.